Good morning, Libras. Thanks for hopping on board the Libra Love Boat. Everyone's welcome. If you've been drawn to this channel for some reason, this story could very well be for you. You don't have to be a Libra. Okay. Okay. Somebody should make the first move. All right. Looks like there's some kind of standoff between you and someone else. And somebody's got to make a move here. And that could possibly be you. Because you're starting to see behind the secrets and deceit. Or you have seen behind them. So someone's been deceitful with you, and it's time for you to make a move. Okay. Now you may be stuck with somebody, but you're in love with somebody else. This reading is getting pretty specific. You may be stuck with someone that you don't care for, and you're in love with someone else. Okay. You're very spiritual and intuitive, and you're trying to come up with the best solution to this situation. Now, this person that you have to make a decision about or make the first move, they're pretending that they're unbothered about everything, like it's no big deal to them. Okay? And that's probably making you feel all the more frustrated. And you're very leery of their intentions. Okay. All right. Now some of you are stuck, okay? This is specific now. For some of you, you're stuck with somebody else. And you just feel like you're going nowhere. You're just in limbo. You're not getting fulfilled. Whoops. You're not being fulfilled. And you could be in love with someone else. Could have been in love with this person. All right. If any of you have a new person, then I think you might be feeling they're a little too much. They're a little overwhelming sometimes. Over attentive. And you're a little concerned that they might smother you. They might already be going a little overboard in their attentions. Yeah, and that could be bothersome. That's for those of you who have a new person. You might feel like they're coming on too strong or just being too attentive, I would say. This person that you were dealing with, the one that you have to, the one in your energy, they live life a little bit in the fast lane. Or you may think they do. Yeah, they just, nothing bothers them, They live in the fast lane, they want to do what they want to do. Yeah. They're not going to commit, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, all that. Their options are open. And in the process, you've moved up a big level. You've leveled up. Of course, it was a learning process. Everything is. And the emotional pain is the teacher, right? You can't believe them. Nope, you just don't believe them anymore. Now, I think, now for those of, well, we'll let it ride for now. Getting a vibe of some of you being stuck with somebody that you don't love and can't, and don't know how to get out of the commitment in a very, decent way. Calm, easy way. You're kind of stuck. Okay, you're making a very slow detachment from someone. Yeah, their energy is very strong with yours. And it's this past person. It's the person that acts like nothing bothers them. Living in the fast lane. Think you were in love with this person. Oh, now they may be getting a taste of their own medicine. They're involved in a situation that's not pleasing them. And maybe what they did to you, maybe somebody else is doing that back to them. Maybe you're doing it back to them. You have a very strong connection to the universe. Your intuition is sharp. There's something that you need to keep secret, that you don't need to spread around or nobody else needs to know. Whatever business you're involved in, emotional, with a new person, the past person, keep your feelings to yourself. It's your own private business. You don't need to, whatever you need to decide or choices you have to make, your own intuition will tell you. Receive, the downloads from the universe. You don't need help from any other observer or friend or anything like that. Just keep your business secret. Keep it to yourself. You see how this all works out for you. Oh boy. You might have a new person that just love to have you come over and eat popcorn and watch TV with them, like Netflix or something. And you may be thinking, I don't know if you're ready for that. You may be thinking, hey, if this person's going to date me, why don't they take me out somewhere? They just want me to come right over and start, watching TV with them. Yeah, you want to get to know a person a little better than that, but you might actually go for it. Because I think that's a nice relaxing thing to do with someone, but it all depends on how far along you are in the relationship or the friendship. I usually view watching Netflix or whatever and eating popcorn as doing it on a bed, braced up and all relaxed and cozy. So you may not want to go there with this person like that. Not yet. Take a couple of these cards just to get the feeling of what this person's feeling about you. You've got somebody that wants you forever. They feel like they're really attached to you. That's what that card says anyway. Ooh, they're sorry they ghosted you. things were getting a little crazy for this person, and they needed some time to clear their head. I'm sorry they ghosted you, though. They know that wasn't the appropriate thing to do. But they're also going to say that you hurt me. Everything that went on hurt them, too. So, yeah, they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Everything that went on, you know, while you were being hurt, well, it came around. Yeah, they're currently focusing on money. That's what I thought. Their financial stability is just not there. So they're really worried. You know, they may have been doing pretty well for themselves at one time, but right now they feel like their world's falling apart around them because they can't pay their bills. They're stressing out. Yeah, they're really overwhelmed with responsibilities. They just don't actually have the time or energy for a relationship like this right now. That's what they could tell you. And it's probably, you know, truthful. They think you're very special. They've never felt energy like yours before. Yeah, they've never really met anyone like you before. And now that they're separated, they can't get enough of your energy. Now, I'm just taking it for granted that you're separated here. I don't see that in the cards, but you've discovered some secrets. Whatever you know, whatever secret you've discovered, whatever there is, whatever you need to feel you need to tell people about this relationship, don't do it. I want to stress that. Keep your business to yourself. This person absolutely thinks that you feel like home to them. Could be a past life feeling, like they've known you before. Yeah, you remind them of a more calmer, you know, simpler times. And the person looks like they could be, you know, kind of a player. They want to tell you actually that they're single and right now, and they're not attached to anyone. But they're not looking to get into a relationship right now at this time. And that has to do with their finances and the situation they find themselves in. They're just not ready. And they're very nervous. You might see this person, if you're around them, if you run into them or whatever, they will be very jittery. They'll be nervous. And it'll just be obvious. Just thinking about you makes them nervous. They don't know what to say or how to act when they're around you because, you know, they're probably very self-conscious about what went down here and the role they played in it. Yeah, they feel like they're losing out. They could have been happy with you. They know that, but they see you. They see this thing not working out. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're in a third-party situation. They've got somebody else that they're having to deal with, and you know, and that's not going well for them either. Whoever they ended up with, they might have had to settle. They know they should have been with you because that's where their true happiness would lie. But I think now this is just one scenario. They could be with someone, and you could be tied up with someone too. You could have met at an awkward time, and you just feel trapped. But you could have played this romantic game, a romantic, oh, I don't know. Anyway, you got together with this person, you played kind of a romantic fantasy, for lack of a better expression there. You got involved in a romantic scenario that you were both creating, even though you couldn't see your way out of something that you were already involved in. And it just couldn't come to fruition. And you learned some things about this person that really affected you. Now you're leery of their intentions and you don't trust them. Yeah, you're walking away. You don't like the situation. You do not like the situation any longer. You may be looking now for other options, or you may be feeling that the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah. You want an emperor. You're walking towards an emperor or an empress. That's what you want. You're in your mind, if you don't get what you want, then you don't want anything. You've raised up. You've got a higher image of yourself. You know now what you want and what you need and what you deserve. And you deserve the best. You deserve the best person you can get. That's an emperor or an empress. And that's the direction you're headed. Looks like you want to leave this past behind. While your person is gathering their strength. This is a pretty strong individual anyway that you're dealing with. They have a lot of endurance. They might have been through a lot of hardships in their life. And now they're a little bit mixed up about how to be in relationships especially. You know, they don't want to wait around. I think they've been waiting for the right person to come along. They've been waiting because they need money and stuff. They might be waiting for, help, assistance. They're trying to stay strong. They're trying to stay strong, but they're tired of waiting. They don't want to wait anymore. Maybe that's what happened. They got tired of waiting for happiness or the right person to come along that could help them too in their life. That they settled. They settled for less. Put you in a third party. They might have already had this third party going when you met them. Just like you could have been involved with somebody or something that you couldn't, some obligation. Yeah, okay. You walked away because this person painted pictures for you. Yeah, it was all about the fantasy. The fantasy of your relationship wasn't that you were laying around fantasizing about each other. You might have very well been doing that, but you fantasize outwardly with each other. You discuss this relationship in a fanciful way, like, oh, we're going to do all this, we're going to be able to do this, and you kind of push reality, your situations, to the side so that you could dwell on all this. But then reality hit. Your intuition clicked in. You realized this wasn't going anywhere. You realized that this third party business was, for the birds. And that you'd been painting, you walked away from this illusionist. You might have thought this person was a little nutty. And you might have thought you were a little nutty for allowing yourself to go there with this person. You might have appeared desperate in some way to them, and maybe you even felt a little desperate yourself. There's that Four of Wands that I love that card, but it's in reverse. It's on the, yeah, okay. This is telling me that you thought that this past person was your emperor or empress, because that's what you want. And you thought this was the ticket. This was really up there, something that made you very excited. You just couldn't, you had to just pinch yourself because you were feeling some kind of happiness that you hadn't felt for a long time. And there was passion there. There was a great romance. You saw yourself building and working together with this person, creating a home, you know, and you also saw just having a good time, maybe traveling with them, just all the stuff actually that people do fantasize about together when they talk about their futures. But you thought you were going to have a lot of fun, and you were going to, you know, party with people, share stories, and just one of those kind of lives. Kids or no kids, doesn't matter. You're very passionately in love. It's all about you and them, and you're just not seeing it. You're seeing it go down that the fantasy that you created, you and this person created together, is not happening because they were painting pictures. They were talking about all this great stuff. This person could be kind of smart and maybe a little worldly, educated, but you know, they should have known better than this, unless they are a little off their rocker. You know, they should have known better than to propagate love and all this stuff with you, and then be, you know, something that they were not. There was something about this person that just wasn't honest. This whole game that they were playing was dishonest. You realized it was a game. They played this game because it made them feel better about themselves. It boosted their ego. And they could go out and tell everybody that, oh, this person, you know, is chasing me, or, you know, this, look how great I am. Everybody wants me. That kind of thing they were going around saying, probably. Inflating their ego. Look who I have chasing me now. Oh boy, you know, everybody wants me. Yeah. Because they were an attention getter. Oh man, they need money and they're going after it. They're going after it. In fact, they may have tied up with this other party here because they thought they had money. And they didn't wait around either. They got right on it because they believe that's where their Ace of Pentacles lies. They're going to have a beautiful future. This person can do everything for them, and that might be the case. They might have lucked out in the money department with someone. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're very unhappy. You've left them out in the cold. You were somebody that they depended on. You were their fun in life. You were their positive energy. And now they feel like you deserted them, like you just left them. And they want this Ace of Pentacles so bad. They want this happen. They want to prosper. They really do. And they're keeping their strength about them. They're trying to hold up here because it looks like by hook or by crook, they're going to get this Ace of Pentacles. And they want it. They need it. So they're not giving up. They might have other options. If they get away from this person, they might go to someone else. The next grass that's greener on the other side of the fence. You had such high hopes. You really had high hopes. You thought that this relationship was going to be prosperous for you, beneficial, but like I say, you just don't see it now. These cards are in reverse. And it looks like your happiness right now lies within your spirituality and what you do, what you work on. I think you may have eyes on you that are watching you at this craft that you do quite well. I would advise that if you have a hobby or a craft or an art or even the job that you work at, I would advise you to really focus on that at this time and do the best you can. That's where your solace is going to lie, in your work, for a while anyway. And what pleases you, and what you're good at, and something that you may have committed to quite a while ago, but you just haven't had the time or whatever to work on it, but you should. Wow, okay. Now your person, they think they've figured something out. They have been waiting for a long time. They're not waiting anymore. Whatever they've been waiting on, I think it's their happiness. It's a chance to find money or whatever. But they've been waiting to get solvent for quite some time. They're just not waiting anymore. They can't wait. They're running out of time. But they've come up with some kind of plan, some kind of solution. They've seen the light in some aspect. It took them a lot of thought. Yeah, they feel stuck. They feel stuck. They feel like they're not going anywhere, and you also feel like you're not really going anywhere. So in this separation, you both might have gone back into an old realm and gone back to where you came from, mentally, and now you're both dissatisfied. They're not happy. They realize that they're just not going to be happy. They're not finding their happiness. They want it desperately. And they're not going to give up, trying to find their happiness or achieve it in some way. But right now they feel stuck, and so do you. So you're both kind of in the same boat. You both got hurt over this. Even though it kind of seems like it started out innocent at first. But then this person's ego got bigger and bigger, and they started talking to everybody and bragging about themselves. Yeah, you discovered some childhood secrets about this person, or secrets that go way back, childhood trauma. They might not have had a very good family upbringing at all. They might not have had a lot of money when they were young, and or their parents didn't give them the love or whatever, but they had something, that may have traumatized them, something they've carried with them their whole life. And possibly your intuition, or they might have even spoken about it with you. You're healing, yeah. You feel they deceived you, betrayed you, and everything, but you're healing from that now. Yeah. You're healing. Yeah, you learned a big lesson. You know, like I say, emotional pain is the teacher. That's not my saying. I mean, I say it, but that's an old one, and it's if you think about it, that's a heavy saying, because you do learn from your emotional pain. You either rise or you sink into depression, or you rise above it, right? Learn the lesson. Yeah, you know, this person, they realize that they love you. You know, you've affected them. If they were hard to reach, you've affected them in such a way that they realize that they do love you, and they feel that you're kind of perfect for them. Maybe they didn't think you had enough, or were enough, or good looking enough, or fun enough, or just whatever. They didn't think there was enough there. And it may have had to do also with your situations. They might have just thought, you know, you're perfect for me, but how's this going to work? How are we ever going to be together? Yeah, nobody ever compares to you. Like I said, they've never met anyone like you before. You are a new vibe, a new person, a new character, whole new dimension here that they're used to being with, hanging around with, their crowd. Could be an age difference here, which causes some insecurities a lot of times. They just feel empty without you. Yeah, that's what's going on. They're very lonely. They're empty. They feel stuck. They may have settled for someone here, and that's not working out with them. This person isn't making them happy. Person may have some money, though, but it doesn't really matter to this person. They may be getting some help through someone, but the love isn't there, and they still feel stuck. They're not happy, and they feel empty without you. They might try and tell you that they're not the same person, that they've changed. Through this experience, they've made a change, or there's come a change over the way they think, or their heart, or whatever. But anyway, they feel like you deserted them, left them, abandoned them. Yeah, they have like an unconditional kind of love for you now, no matter what. You made a big effect on this person. No matter how it came down or is going to come down, they love you. Looks like you didn't really do anything here to hurt this person. They feel hurt, though, because of the way the whole thing came about, or ended, or it may not be ended. I think some of you may, after a period of time here has passed, or maybe some time has already passed, you're starting to soften up on this person. Maybe even think about talking to him again. But you definitely do have your sights set on a higher vibing individual. It came to pass that you started thinking that they're a little wacky. And it was probably from this moon card in reverse here, this childhood trauma, you know, they either exposed that to you, or you just figured it out somehow. I believe they probably exposed, you know, some of their childhood to you, and you figured it out. All right. Well, we'll look at this story again next time. Thanks for stopping by. Until then, peace and love to you.